What up, bros? Welcome to another Brograph Brocast. I'm Dave.
And I'm Matt.
And we are at NAB. And if you have just joined us for the first time ever,
we're sorry.
We're very sorry. Brograph is a supplement to our site, brograph.com, which is a motion graphics tutorial site with tutorials, plugins, podcasts, and other MoGraph stuff. And on the show, we talk about everything ranging from motion graphics to Cinema 4D, After Effects, plugins, render engines, doing business, doing taxes, being a contractor, and working for the man. And we are at NAB. We are in the Air Bro and B, as it has been coined. Yes. And we are in a room with a lot of people. And so we are going to...
There are a lot of dudes in this room.
We are going to...
got a token.
We have a panel.
Non-dude.
We have a panel. We have 5 people at a time up on the mic. And... so what we're going to do is take turns answering some questions, talking about some things, and we're going to rotate out, and hopefully this all goes fairly well. We'll see how that goes.
It's not going
to. It may.
You never know. You never know.
We've got a whole new live setup, so this could crash and burn very easily.
Oh, we'll see
how it goes.
But
I have a lot of faith in Dave. Dave came through today. All right, I want to tell this story because this is a good story.
All right.
So Dave and I are working the booth, we're working for Maxon, helping him out on the AV tech stuff, and we get in this morning like 2.5 hours early because we're like, it is day one. We are ready to go. Let's get this all working. Everything has been working really smoothly for the past couple days through all like the run throughs and all the stuff. So we get there. It's an hour and a half before showtime. And we decide to turn on the capture computer so that we can do all the live streaming stuff, and then we can't get signal from the main camera. And we are freaking out. So we're doing things that you aren't, first you try turning it off and on again like you do. Mm-hmm. And then we did things that you're not supposed to do like minutes before going live. We installed new drivers. We uninstalled and then reinstalled the program, which is just like incredibly scary. And like we couldn't get it to work at all. 10 minutes before showtime, we find an obscure reference on Google that says, make a new user admin on Windows. And sure enough, it worked. 10 minutes. 10 minutes till go. And it was amazing. So I have very much faith in Dave that he's going to be able to pull this off.
Dave is a technology master.
If you don't, you're fired.
Okay.
Google Master. Yeah.
It was a PC, though.
I'm glad that it was a PC.
No
That's
pressure,
the thing.
Bro.
By the way, this is going to be a short show tonight. So
I'm glad you said it.
Yeah. He said the thing. So we're going to go around and we're going to talk about a few things. Everybody's going to introduce themselves. We've been having a really good time. This is day one. And there's a lot more to go. We've got some videos coming out. We've had some really good interviews. Hello from Kazakhstan.
Kill the music.
I did.
Okay,
I did.
sorry.
Yeah. Hello from Kazakhstan.
Jason, where are
That's
you?
awesome.
You're supposed to be here.
Where is Jason? He's just chatting somewhere. Okay, so we're gonna start with Noseman, and we're gonna ask everybody these questions: your name, your website, and what you do, and who are you rendering?
I'm the father of arrogance, and people knows me as Noseman. My real name is Athanasios Bozantsis. Athanasios in ancient Greek means immortal. My grandmother's name was Athanasia, which means immortality. Okay. And I think, what was the second question?
Yeah, what's the second question?
The second, did you give your website? Did you give your website?
Just Google Noseman. I come up first.
There you go.
He's proud of his nose.
Who are you rendering? What do you use?
What do I use?
Physical?
Vanilla Cinema 4D. That's my tool.
Standard or physical?
It depends on speed, standard, and quality physical. But, all
right,
anything goes.
And what are you most looking... Everybody's going to say Maxon. We all know that. What are you most looking forward to at NAB?
Maxon.
Besides Maxon. We all know that.
For me, it's meeting the people again and again, and people coming up to me, and I'm signing autographs, and my head has grown quite a few inches since I came here. Yeah.
Don't tell him, but I've been the one asking for autographs. He's just signing the same piece of paper over and over again.
No, but it's generally the artists, the people that do the things I could never do, and the people that surprisingly come to me and say, oh, we did this technique, we saw your tutorial and we learned this and that, which makes me extremely proud. It makes my mother proud as well.
Just tell your mom about the podcast. I bet she'd like it.
Oh yeah, she's
Big
yeah.
fan?
Yeah, the one from Kazakhstan. That's actually
That's actually
a VPN from Greece. Yeah, it's my mom.
And give us some tips about what you do to stay healthy at NAB, because that's a hard thing to do.
Oh, I don't drink. I just I can't say what I
don't
do.
believe you.
I just smoke and I sleep early. I mean, this is the latest. The second
he's
latest
gonna
I've
be the
been
first
out.
one to leave. That's why
Yes,
he's
I
the
am.
first.
Yeah, that's
one
why
on.
you're first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm a control freak, so I can't let go and go out drinking and all that. So yeah, I just spoil the party and say bye and let everyone else have fun. And they tell me about it the next day or whatever they remember. But it's fun. It's nice to be outside, looking at all this and making fun out of it. Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna, make a fool of myself if I participate actively. Yeah, so that's my thing. Fear. Yeah, that's a big tool.
Fear keeps me healthy.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
All right. And next to you,
I'm Sage. That's what everybody calls me here.
right?
Because it's your
Hello,
name.
Sage.
That's your
Apparently,
name.
that's my name.
Yeah.
And talk about what you do.
I do mostly VR. That's my day job. Environment artist.
Reddit, of course.
And
right?
I'm the moderator of the subreddit.
Right.
That is
Straight up.
not what I get paid for. And I shouldn't be doing that, but I do it at work anyway.
Right.
Uh-oh,
I hope no one at work is going to be listening to this.
Yeah.
Nah, they won't.
And-
You can follow me on Reddit or the Brograph Slack.
Yeah.
I'm in there a lot.
Yes. Very active.
Yeah, you guys are.
Call
it's-
at Sage.
At Sage.
You guys are constantly blowing up the Slack. I can't keep up.
I know.
Yeah.
It's pretty
It's
ridiculous.
crazy. Yeah.
I blame
I blame-
at least four people in this room.
Everyone
Those guys.
whose
Yeah.
fault it is that Slack is super active is in this room right now.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
Dude, you should see the Slack today. It is like
It's super
crickets.
Yeah.
It's so dead.
You know what keeps me away from that Slack?
What's that?
What?
Fear.
Fear of failing at your career.
No,
Losing all your time to Slack.
Plain fear.
Yeah.
I'm just playing Fear.
Scary.
I just joined another Slack. Andy has the C40 Python Slack.
Oh,
I'm
no
really
way.
excited about that.
That's way
Andy
over my
Needham.
head.
Andy
yeah,
Needham.
Andy Needham.
His
Yeah.
website, I'm
I'm
called
called
Andy.
Andy,
I'm
yeah.
called Andy.
Yeah, really good. He was showing off some Python stuff on his presentation that is like way cool. Like, I think I might be able to do Python now.
I would like to learn that.
Oh, I'd like to interject here and remind people that on Cineversity there's this new plugin co-developed by Nicholas Rosenstein and Donovan Keith, where you can prototype any kind of Python scripts you have or Python tags, and it gives you a very easy way to actually make real plugins from it, and it's massively powerful. So
Yes, I heard about
Yeah,
that.
was it, no, is it you can create something using user data and then it creates a Python plugin
So okay,
specifically like
in
that?
30 seconds,
Yeah.
if you write a script, it's very easy. You just write the code, you press the button, it executes once. That's it. So you do whatever you want to do. If you make it into a tag or a generator, it repeats. The problem is you can't use that as a plugin, like a real plugin. In order to make a plugin, you write the code in an external program, then you have to create some XML file that creates the user data and all that. Whereas this plugin takes the user data you've created, creates all those logistical operations, it creates all the files, it highlights anything you need to correct. So even people like me can actually write plugins now.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah.
That's super rad.
Yeah.
The CV tools coming through again. Those
Yeah,
things are
that's
amazing.
right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You just something. Just praise Donovan Keith and Rick Barrett and Max on US. I don't really participate, but I can take part of the glory because I sit close to them and they radiate. I get some of that.
Nice.
Yeah, but they're
That's
fantastic,
nice.
fantastic, very smart people.
And third on the mic is Octane Jesus himself.
David Ariev and Schmoopy, or
And
double
Schmoopy
Schmoopies
on his lap.
Schmoopy for the first time on the podcast.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
No, she's not. She's not going to talk. She's not really here.
At all? You can't just say
on the
hi.
video,
You just
though.
can't say hi. Just
I lost my voice. On
It's
the
true. Yeah,
roller coaster.
We went on the roller coaster and it boggled our brains and we lost our
Dude,
voices.
that roller coaster was
Oh.
amazing.
It was amazing, but it was rough.
yeah, it was very
You
rough.
went without me.
Yeah.
I'm still mad.
No, don't worry. We'll go tomorrow. We'll go tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sage has
Yeah.
the FOMO.
Make a chiropractor appointment.
Yeah.
Dave and I were saying that we think we're going to get a limo tomorrow after
Let's
the
do the
paintball
limo.
party.
We've got
Thinking
enough.
about
that.
It
We
won't
got
just
enough
be a
people
means to
now.
get me to the airport when I'm drunk this time.
I know. Have you guys
Yeah.
heard that story? Okay, so it was 2 years ago. We were talking on the podcast. We're like, yeah, we're going to get this limo. It's going to be great. We're going to have so many people show up. Dude, David was the only one in the limo with us. So we
It was
literally
the
took
best
him.
ride to the airport ever.
We took
Yeah.
him to the airport
Yeah.
in the limo, and then we left the limo early and told the driver, sorry.
No, we did catch up with some friends after that.
Your
We went to
friends?
the- well, yeah.
Your
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. Octane Jesus.
Yes.
Website or company. That's, I guess.
ArievVisuals.com. ARIEVVISUALS. Forces you to pronounce my name right.
Freelance.
Freelance.
Totally freelance.
Yeah.
And obviously, I think most people know what you do.
Most people know what I'm rendering.
I would
You-
assume by the name.
They know what my flavor is.
Right.
What's your flavor? And I didn't ask you what you're most looking forward to.
Or NEV.
Yeah.
There's supposedly we found today on the map. There's a VR like section
Oh, we got to do that.
somewhere.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm gonna go hunting
On
for
the
it.
North Hall.
And isn't
Yeah.
there something
Yeah,
like
I've
the
got someone
Void?
you need to meet.
Okay.
Yeah, Taurus Media Labs.
Sure.
Taurus Media Labs.
Isn't there also something
Toronto-based
like
company.
the Void around here that you said?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
zero
in-
latency. It's in the MGM.
We should
It's in the MGM.
Yeah.
We should all
We
go
should
do
hit that up for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, with all the time we have.
All the time we
Yeah.
have.
You know.
Yeah.
And staying healthy.
Staying healthy. I just listened to what you guys told me to do before I got
Oh,
here.
okay.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go.
So-
There you
Good.
go.
What did they tell you to
Good.
do?
Bring water, bring
Gold Bond medicated
moisturizer.
powder.
Dude,
Moisturizer.
that Gold Bond
I'm
friction
telling
defense
you.
is like a savior.
Swamp ass, no more.
And here's the thing about it. Here's the thing. You got to do it before you need it.
Yes,
Because
if you do it after, it's
too
just
late.
gonna burn.
It's too late. Oh God. So okay, so we got that. Now,
Yeah.
now same for you, Octane Jesus.
What were the questions again?
What are you most
looking
excited to
forward
see?
to?
Yeah.
So I'm actually most looking forward to Raid Zero's talks.
Yeah,
for
boy.
serious. He's got 2 of them, one tomorrow and one the next day. So yeah, I'm looking to learn all of his secret informations.
That dude is amazing.
That
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
And then what do we do to stay healthy?
Staying
we eat
healthy.
at Wolfgang Puck every single day and get the chinois chicken salad, which is freaking delicious.
and whiskey down every night.
And whiskey down every night.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is exactly where
That
I'm
just
going
burns off
in
the
a
excess
very
tater
short
tots that we eat
while.
in the morning.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
All right. All right. There we go. All right.
Yeah.
We are gonna kind of after we do some intros, if in these questions, if we have time, which I think will be okay. We'll come back around if people want to come back to the mic. We
Yeah.
can totally do that. David, you're going to be on the YouTube channel for us and EJ
Yes.
this week, and we'll be doing tons of interviews.
You're like, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
You-
know
Like you
that.
didn't know.
You knew that.
How long was that interview again, David?
Yeah, 18 minutes. I don't
18
know.
minutes. Yeah.
You interviewed Zachary today.
Zachary
Yeah,
Corzine,
that dude's
And,
awesome.
dude,
I
that guy
never
is
met him before.
That was
killer.
an
Yeah.
amazing
Yeah.
presentation.
Like
Yeah.
it's
if
so.
you guys didn't see it, check it out on C40 Live when it hits. It's
Yeah.
really good.
I was saying that, like, you know, he does stuff in C4D that makes you go, oh man, that's such a great Houdini sim. You know?
Right.
Right.
And it's like, nope,
Nope,
just
C40.
done in typical
Also, he's
C40.
combining the supermography stuff with
Uh-huh.
Octane, and
Yeah.
like the color shader in Octane using some of those C4D nodes.
Yeah.
I had no clue that you could do that.
Yeah.
So that was blowing my mind.
We're
too.
going to see a lot of that coming from you now, aren't we?
No, I'm gonna stick with mine. Next is a snowy scene. And
Okay,
I'll be like
okay.
underwater and light
Oh, yeah.
tunnels. I've got like a
Wow.
whole thing, a whole bunch of stuff that I want
There
to
you
do.
go. There you
Yeah,
go.
I'll,
All right.
I'll let him corner that area of
Right.
the Octane market or whatever. Yeah.
All right. Change places.
All right.
Okay. Good night,
Good
Internet.
night.
Cheers.
We've got like 20 more people to get through.
Yeah,
That's
we've
right.
got
Not even an
1,000
exaggeration. Yeah.
All right. So coming up next, getting on the Octane Judas.
Octane Judas.
Everybody's getting situated.
And then tall and tall. It's like the short
There
man
we
in the
go.
corner.
There we go. Okay, so if you're in these two seats here, move that way toward Matt, and if you're in this seat, you move this way. Make sure that you're on video. There we go.
Gabriel says get closer to the mics.
Yes.
So
there you go.
How close, Gabriel?
Sexy. It'll sound a lot better on the podcast after I sweeten it. So, name and website / company, what you do, and who are you rendering?
Who am I rendering? G'day. I'm supposed to say that. I don't say that. Casey, I'm caseyv.com.au. I'm from Australia, live in Hawaii. First time to NAB, first time on the podcast.
And you can't tell, but he's actually 10 and a half feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on the floor right now.
Ding! Where's the bell?
Sorry, I didn't ring the bell.
Oh, man.
Someone ring the doorbell.
Yeah, there you go. Come on in. What else?
What's our next question?
Okay, what do you do?
We did the plug.
And
I mean, a little bit of everything, motion graphics, a little visual effects. A lot of corporate stuff, but every now and again some fun stuff.
and who are you rendering?
I am an active follower of Octane Jesus.
He
Only
died
on
for your
Sundays.
Okay, here, I gotta ask you this question since I got you here and you're on the spot like this. Okay, so you live in Hawaii, right?
I do.
How's the market there?
What market?
Yeah, okay.
There's no market.
I gotta imagine it's really expensive to live there. You know,
is,
like
yeah.
my folks live there and I visited, and it's like Vegas. You know, you're paying $9 for a smoothie.
Yeah, it's not cheap, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I come from an expensive country as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought Australia was bad, but Hawaii is like 10 times worse.
Now, do you get a lot of clients like since you're kind of in the middle, you know, or do you get a lot of overseas clients in Australia and a lot of overseas clients in the US?
Yeah, like I mean, right now, like I'm in middle time zone, so I have Australian clients. I have some major clients in Montreal as well.
Okay.
So I straddle like all time zones. So it's,
Yeah.
6 a.m. meetings or midnight meetings or whatever it is. It's horrendous. But I mean, you do what you got to do.
I would think that also, like, since you're in the middle, like you're finishing up your workday or something when Australia's waking
They wake up, yep.
you know, and like, or you're finishing the work that they had just sent you at the end of the day on the East Coast, you know?
Yeah, it's a mess, but you do it. Yeah, you make it work. And I mean, I've been freelancing for 6-7 years now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way right now.
Do you surf?
I try. I'm 10'12" or whatever you said.
There's this one beach you live in Oahu?
Yeah, like
Okay.
in Honolulu.
There's this one beach. It's the best beach I've ever been to, and I don't know where it is, but I'll find it and I'll tell you to go there.
Yeah, there's a lot of beaches in Hawaii.
Yeah. Have you been to the Disney resort there?
I have not.
It is
no.
awful. Like, it is the worst beach I've ever been. It's like swimming in Galveston. Have you guys ever been to Galveston?
Yes.
Houston? It's awful. It's like walking on rocks. You know, and
Yeah.
it's Disney. You'd think it'd be
Yeah.
amazing,
Yeah.
but it's on the crappy side of the island, not the good
I'll let
side.
him know.
Appreciate that. If you could do that, that'd be great.
Did you send us the photo like a really long
Yes.
time ago wearing
Yeah.
the t-shirt?
He won the very first
I won the
Brograph.
first T-shirt. Yeah, I
That's
mean,
right.
And then
Okay.
like cut
That's
the
right.
arms off and like, you know, completely desecrated it.
I have it in the room. I brought it with me.
I'm gonna like totally not pronounce this name correctly as usual. Matthias de Freitas.
Nailed it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's perfect, dude.
Octane God and Redshift God in the same room. Wow.
That's happened a few times.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So the next question: what are you most looking forward to seeing besides Maxon?
Besides Maxon, I'm here just for the people. I mean, yeah, we can watch the presentations online anytime, but it's just great to hang out with a bunch of like-minded people, and I'm just happy to be around.
Totally.
Every
I got
day.
to say, I love the fact that there's the NAB 2018 channel in the Slack because everybody planned all this together, got the Air Bro and B together, and the fact that we're all sharing pictures and you can see everybody at the airport making their way, talking, people on the same flights, all that kind of stuff.
I was saying it's really cool. Like, all you guys are like because we work from home, you know, a lot of us work from home, and like, we're chatting with our friends online, and then all of a sudden, and we don't know what they look like, and it's so nice to finally put a face to all these names. Except for, you know, no one knew who Raid Zero was, and they're sitting right next to him.
Tips on staying healthy.
Staying healthy. I think
Avoid
we're
the max on crud.
We're doing it the opposite way that everyone else wants to do it. We're on no sleep, lots of alcohol.
That kills everything. Though.
I have no tips. I got nothing to give in that department.
He fully plans on leaving sick. If he's not, it just wasn't a good time.
It's not the max on crud, it's the max on fever. That's
okay.
It's called the max on fever.
Okay.
It says.
All right.
I'll bring it back to the islands.
Yeah. All right.
Phil Roberts.
Phil Roberts,
AKA
Raid Zero.
Yes. I've been trying to teach him to introduce himself as Raid Zero.
Yeah.
He introduced himself to Chad Ashley tonight, and then he goes, "Oh, Raid Zero," and he goes, "Oh."
Yeah.
The amount of times I've heard that though, like, as soon as I say, "Oh yeah, I'm Phil," and then it's, "Oh okay," and then say Raid Zero, and then it's, "Oh," like that's it's been weird.
And you just went freelance, right?
Yeah. So I've got 2 weeks left.
All right.
2 weeks left at work, and then fully freelance. Yeah.
Awesome. And what do you have set up? You've got your website.
Yeah. So raidzero.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen your reel. It's nice.
Cheers.
And who are you rendering?
Octane.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah. And so we're hoping to get you doing some tutorials on the site. Pretty soon.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we're putting you on the spot right now.
Yeah.
I think to do that soon.
I think you and David are going to have to square off a little bit. It's going to be some competition, right?
If you want Photoshop tutorials.
Oh yeah. Have you done any schmoopy Photoshop tutorials yet?
I have not. No. Thanks for that.
It's been like a year or something now. Yeah.
Promise that half right.
So, what's next? Most looking forward to seeing.
So we kind of saw like the tail end of Andrew Kramer today, and he's got another. He's got
a great tail end. I'll tell you what.
And so probably going to see Andrew Kramer tomorrow.
His tail end.
Yeah.
Ooh yeah.
And tips for staying healthy at NAB.
Man, my throat is so bad. So just throat lozenges. I think that's the. Bring anything that can save your throat.
Paul was talking about something today that's supposed to be really awesome. What?
I don't know. It's something you stick in your nose.
Yeah, and it keeps it
moist
while
you're sleeping.
I need to talk to him then. Because I'm waking up with the Gobi Desert in my mouth every morning.
I am drinking so much water throughout the day. I wake up every 2 hours to pee. It's awful.
It's a good alarm clock.
No.
Yeah. All right.
Me? Okay. Well, I'm Liam Clisham, Redshift Judas, I guess, and
Octane Judas.
Octane Judas. Right? Sure, I guess. I don't know. Is that right?
Because you're like betraying Octane Jesus.
I guess so.
You're not
okay.
betraying Redshift.
You're
true.
Yeah.
I still like Redshift Judas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that. Dave can go with whatever he wants.
I think Raid Zero is gonna be Octane Lucifer.
Octane Zero.
We're creating a rivalry that doesn't exist.
We're creating a real render war.
Ooh.
So where am I located? So 531. If you just do a search for that, it's the easiest because I have hyphens sometimes and underscores. So just do a search for that.
If you're watching the Brograph stream on Thursday nights, you can watch the Redshift stream.
That's Redshift live on Thursdays. Yep. Usually Tuesdays there's a tutorial. It's kind of slowed down a little bit. I write for School of Motion. I'm a TA there as well. So I'm kind of all over the place.
And what are you looking forward to? We know we know what you're rendering. Right?
Sort of. Well, yeah. I kind of hop
other
around.
things.
Yeah, like even though I make all the tutorials, I've been telling people
Yeah.
here that have met me, like actually I use Arnold a lot too, and hop around.
You're
so.
my go-to Arnold guy.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of agnostic a little bit.
Cool. So what are you looking forward to?
Hanging out with everybody here has been really good. I've never been to NAB, so I've kind of been looking forward to the whole thing. It's been really interesting, and then just talking to people in person that you never get to talk to. You know, just like Paul. I never met Paul.
This is very different than anyone else's first NAB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I believe that because I've heard like your podcast last year when you were talking about it, and then School of Motion did a podcast last year and talked about it. And I was like, this is not like what you guys talk about.
You know what? Here's what's interesting. So, like, what was it? 3 years ago or 2 years ago when we did the podcast, it was you, me, and David, right? In the middle of the night. And then the next year, we had like maybe 6 or 7 people. And now we've got what? Like 19 people?
Yeah.
It's like next year, there's going to be 50 people.
Yeah.
You know?
We're gonna have to like podcast live from some event or something.
Seriously.
That's probably gonna be next year.
That would be
so,
fun.
Yeah.
Like podcasting live from the beer house.
Just
Oh,
renting out
Yeah,
the Casino
actually-
Royale.
Yeah, dude.
Now that's already happened, so I wasn't really thinking about it. But that event was probably the main thing I was looking forward to. Just,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
the
we didn't
beer,
talk
we didn't even
about
talk
that.
about the beer house event.
That was way
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I think what did it turn out to be 600 RSVP'd and like 350 ended up showing up. It was a really good crowd.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
what Joey said.
Everybody was there.
Yeah.
It was insane.
I was talking to Joey, and I was saying, I was telling him about the DFW C4D meetups, and I said, yeah, you know, our last one we had like 85 to 100. He goes, oh, that's pretty good. That's like, you know, a small portion of this one. I was like, what? You're showing off that you got like 3 times as many people as us?
Yeah, well, like 1/5 of it.
All right.
Just keeping it healthy.
Yeah, keeping healthy is the next one.
I'm not doing anything. I didn't take any advice. I mean,
Yeah, and watch, you're going to leave, and you're going to be the most healthy out of all of us.
Yeah, I mean, I extra pat my balls in the morning so they don't stick to my legs, but that's about it.
I had 2 rules. And you broke the second one twice.
That's true, I did. Maybe even square rooted if you think about the math there.
All right, so I think it's time to change places.
Turn the page.
All right, who's next? Let's go. We need 3.
How about Billy?
Yeah, Billy, get over here.
Let's go.
Waligorski, get over here. Dan Marino, get over here.
Is that 4? You're going 4?
Oh, sorry. No, sorry.
You gotta get on there.
Yeah. All right, Jan. All right, someone.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, I'm already in
Come
frame.
on. All right.
I'm already in frame.
I'm already in frame. I gotta go.
Committed.
All right.
All right.
Mike Madonna, right?
Emmett
Troy
Smith.
Aikman.
Troy Aikman, Emmett Smith.
Dan Marino, Dan Dillinger, Urban Polar Bear, Troy Aikman. Any sports name you want to call me.
Yeah. You know, it's really sad because I'm trying to come up with more names and I don't know anything about sports. So I'm like, I just stick with the same 3 names.
The name ruined it for me. I just don't like sports.
Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan, there you go.
All right, so website, company, what do you do?
So danmarino.me is my personal website. I'm full-time at Proscenium. We're a live events group. Do B2B, a little boring, but we do pretty crazy pixel maps and big LED displays. So it's more of a technical challenge than like creative, but
Okay.
it's cool.
Cool.
So are you dealing with are you only dealing with the graphics side, or are you dealing with more of the like the live events setup of the LED screens and stuff as well?
So I mean, I have an architectural background, and they kind of like forced me to do some stage design, which I've never really done before.
And are you doing that in cinema?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm doing it in cinema, and then we bring it into After Effects with Element 3D.
Okay.
And yeah, it's actually a really cool pipeline where you don't even need to render anything out from After Effects, and then you can just preview it right in Element 3D live, like it's on stage.
That's pretty cool. How do you like working with Element 3D?
I'm pretty new to it. We pretty much just do it for previs, so it's
okay. Cool.
So then I guess, do we ask who are you rendering if you're not?
Oh yeah, so
you are rendering.
No, I force cinema in whenever I can because I'm a 3D guy through and through, but I'm a big pusher of standard render. Like it.
Okay, cool.
It's fast, especially with the newest version. It got twice as fast.
Yeah.
And I'm a little biased because I also have like 16 Xeon processors at my disposal, so I kind of like have a little bit of a farm. And Pixel Plow, Mr. Plow, he's super
that's
cheap.
His name.
Yeah,
that name again
is Mr. Plow.
Mr. Plow.
Yeah, no, Mr. Plow has saved me many times.
So what are you looking forward to the most?
Beyond what everyone else already said about Maxon and the people, I'm a tech nerd, so I'm really looking for kind of like storage solutions and working remotely with large files. So like alternatives to Dropbox, because Dropbox gives everyone headaches.
Yeah.
And
Dropbox, if you're listening, please seriously priority downloading.
Yes,
priority downloading. Yes.
Oh my God.
For the love of God, for the love of Octane Jesus. All right, so NAB tips for staying healthy. What are you doing, if anything?
Take breaks.
Yeah. I can
what
see
are
that.
those?
Yeah.
What are breaks?
What are breaks?
Yeah, like sit down when you can.
I'm gonna crash so hard when I get home on Friday. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Lots of water.
Yeah.
It's dry here.
Cool. All right.
My name is Billy Chitkin. You may or may not know me as Gurnge.
Gurnge? Yeah, I thought I was wondering whether I was pronouncing it correct.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just a made-up name from when I was a lot younger. Just whatever. It's my screen name, I guess. But yeah, you can find me on online on a Slack near you.
Yeah.
I think my desktop client is signed into 12 Slacks, which is a little bit much to deal with.
Oh God.
Could you hear that, Dave?
You don't have notifications on for
anything.
Okay, good.
I just always have.
So how do you keep up?
I just always have Slack on my right monitor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like a one screen, like working on one screen at a time, and then my other secondary monitor will be like music, Slack, whatever. So I just like always have it open, and I always am just checking it anytime like unread notification, like because a channel with an unread thing will show up as white, and I'll just click it immediately because I have no attention span. Like that's how I keep up with 12 Slacks.
Right.
Is just by not actually.
What 12 Slacks are you a part of?
I mean, a handful of them are like relevant to where I work based out of Detroit.
Okay.
Probably a third of those are like small internal or like studios around town and whatever. But like the big ones are MDA, obviously.
Right.
And then I jumped into the Brograph one, a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And then GSG, the now defunct Learn Squared, Slack, just like a bunch of random ones.
Mm-hmm.
Some School of Motion, whatevers.
If you ever leave the notifications on the desktop client by accident and you're working, it's like knock 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 knock, and it's just going and going. You're like, oh my God.
My phone lately has like I actually keep my notifications on.
How?
Like I like knowing I like being a part of the conversation even though like I'm not actually typing.
Yeah.
I will turn off notifications if I'm at a point where like I just don't want to hear them I'll snooze them for a couple hours.
Yeah, no, my PC at home is always on quiet hours, which is like the don't have pop-ups in the bottom right corner thing.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because it's just like, it's always there on my other screen. So if like I'm like noodling around in cinema or like waiting for something to ram preview or whatever, just like go, dink around in Slack for a second and then just see like, what GIFs can I post? What emoji reacts are like...
Yeah.
My favorite emoji react is in the MDA Slack. It's like the OK hand, like this one, if it shows up on camera, but it has a fidget spinner in the middle. It doesn't make any sense. And I think it upsets everyone every time I use it. But I guess it's encouragement to me to continue to use it.
Now, Billy, you wrote the article for School of Motion, the Mac versus PC for MoGraph.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, about a year ago. It was like a 3-part series.
That was like a really big article within our industry, I think. You kind of like rippled across our industry. It's like people are talking about it.
We timed it right.
Grayscale talked about that.
Yeah. Going back to when that article, like the pre-pro on that kind of started, because those 3 articles came out, I think 3 weeks back to back to back. But it took me 2 months to write it, to kind of catalog all the information. If you're not familiar with what it is, basically part 1 outlines all the reasons why I believe, and the team internally at School of Motion believed, why switching to PC would be beneficial to most motion designers. Part 2 outlines what at the time hardware was relevant. So like comparing a whatever priced iMac versus an off-the-shelf PC versus a home-built PC, because that's another big thing that I'm like a really big proponent on. I think part of where I've gotten in the industry is like being able to render like cool stuff, because I can put together a computer with 3-4 video cards or whatever on a relatively shoestring budget. Just as like a one-man band, I think it's really helped me kind of like flourish. But anyway, getting back to the article, part 3 was like software hacks. A lot of people are still tied to OS X for stuff like column view and like HFS Plus, which is like the Mac OS journaled format. Because apparently, like, people don't realize that you can just download a program called HFS Explorer. It's like basically a Windows plugin to read a Mac drive on a PC, and it just works.
And you don't have to pay for it?
It's called HFS Explorer.
All right.
Put it in the dingus.
Is that in the Make Windows Suck Less part of our Slack?
I can put it in there right now. Or as soon as I, swap out, I can link that up.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
So
that sucks because I've paid for Paragon like 4 times.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I use Mac drive.
Yeah.
So who are you rendering?
Nowadays I'm on Redshift. I kind of like, I got my start in Octane, because Beeple's our Lord and Savior.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I kind of just hit a wall because I just kept buying like old video cards that only had so much VRAM. And this, I don't know, it just worked out. I'm on Redshift nowadays.
Yeah. So you did a stream with Liam.
Yep, about a month ago.
On Thursday. We need to see more of those. That was really cool. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that'll be a fun thing. Last night at the Go So Mo Dobro whatever Super Meet, I think Liam lined up a couple more guests for that. So look forward to that for the Redshift Thursdays, expanding the roster.
Nice. What are you most looking forward to?
At NAB, obviously meeting like all the homies from Slack in real life is cool. Not knowing anyone's face and like just wishing everyone had a printout of their Twitter avatar would be like just really really handy.
Next year we should do
mandatory.
No, we should do like a pool where you actually like we'll just make the T-shirt for you. Like you pay, you pay us $15. You submit the avatar, and we'll print a T-shirt for you so that you could just wear that for 7 days straight.
But other than just meeting everyone's.
Yeah. Oh, pins. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Dude, I'll just buy a pin maker and make my own pins with everyone's avatar.
But outside of just meeting everyone is on the NAB show floor. Is entering my name into every $50 raffle that I possibly can.
You're gonna be getting a lot of emails next week.
I used a burner email.
Nice.
I don't think that's you're not supposed to do that according to the NAB, registration rules. They kind of want to know like who you are. But those gift cards though.
True. So NAB tips for staying healthy.
Don't sleep. Eat the worst food that you can, and then
bring everywhere.
Yeah, bring chapstick.
Yep, I got mine in my pocket. In fact,
yeah.
Hold on. I don't know if the camera can see this or not. I'll put it over here. This is Cinema 4D branded chapstick. They think of everything.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right.
Hey guys, I'm Jan Sladeko. A lot of people say Jan. It's Jan. So now you know. I had to change the name in Uber because they a few times just, oh, this is for someone else, and then they just left. So I'm typing it YAN now. So they, oh, you are not Vietnamese, whatever. so it's JANSLADECKO. That's my website as well, and I'm working full time at the mill for last year and quarter, year and a half. So yeah, motion designer, C4D. Mainly After Effects 20%.
What's it like working at the mill?
It's interesting experience.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful for it. It's you just imagine like talented people from all kind of like a part of the industry, like the matte painters, 3D UV mapping, whatever, and you put them to one building.
Yeah.
So then when you're working on something and you got stuck, you just know that you can like walk and knock on someone's shoulder. Hey man, can you help me with this?
Sure.
And he, oh yeah, of course man, you can do this and you can do that. So it's like amazing. There's like,
how many people are working there?
we have like 250 around in each office. We have like 4 offices or 5 offices. Now starting new mill film in Australia. I used to work in London. I'm LA, and yeah, I mean it's ridiculous. I mean you can come there with whatever ego, but then you realize that everybody's fucking talented there. And they
that was rule number 1.
and then because those people, they're just like working full time. They don't even need to like shout out. They don't even use social media most of the time. Just like working fucking every day.
Can we put let's put a swear jar in the middle of the table.
Take all that money and go take it to roulette.
But,
there we go.
It's amazing. It's good. It's great. Yeah. And sometimes we feel like we are just messing around when we do Cinema 4D because there's like super sculptor for faces in ZBrush, and there's like this guy who's killing animation in Maya, and there is this guy for particles in Houdini. So we are like big generalists. I'm not working in male, but it's male design, or like it used to be called Male Plus. Mm-hmm. So we have more motion design vibe basically. So it's like more generalist, and we are helping either something working with them. Sometimes we are doing the animation and like the stuff what we are doing, like all of you, like more motion design stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting because last year we started doing a lot of intersections. I was really trying to do like the push for connection between Houdini department and Cinema 4D department, because it was like 2 separated things, and we just see how those people looks when we are going for lunch. But now we kind of like try to, hey, oh, my name is whatever, and we're starting the collaborations, and it's really exciting. And then we're trying to, okay, what is the best way how to export the stuff between the softwares, and sometimes we actually start learning Houdini also a little bit to know how it works, and they see animations and motion design. So it's opening new options and opportunities.
That's cool.
I mean, there's like companies which killing it already. Xponza, Manverse Machine, they have like Universal Soldiers which can do really well both. So Mill is now kind of starting this era, and it's interesting, exciting times for sure.
Wow, and your stuff's all over the new Maxon reel.
Yeah,
it looks good. It looks real good.
Thanks, guys. I don't know. I just established. I did a few talks for Maxon, so I kind of established a relationship. So they just like, hey, do you have something new? And then I just send like what I did this year, and they pick or not. I don't know. I just like.
It's funny, like, I didn't know who you were last night, like, because you weren't wearing your name badge. And then I see you today, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I know you. I've heard of you, you know? David talks about you all the time.
Have you seen the astronaut thing he did?
There's a...
Yes! Yeah, that was you?
Wait, you gotta explain it.
The astronaut with the car thing, right?
Yeah, it's flying astronaut with the car in the desert.
It was like an inspiration off of the Elon Musk, right?
Yeah. It's fun. It's actually... I was a bit surprised, like nicely surprised that people are reacting the most from all of my posts so far on this post. And it was my post because I was working on the personal project, like exploding house before with my friend in Houdini, and it was really a lot of work. And it took us so much time to do just few seconds animation. And I thought, okay, after this, I want to do something fun just for myself, and then ideally I will entertain people. So it was my main goal, just like have a fun and do something quickly. So I really put together like model which I already had rigged before, and I did in Word Machine some like landscapes. And I never did character animation, and I thought, okay, I want to try to character animation. So I asked guys in the mail, and they helped me to get some assets with the model. And I started playing with the animation. I was like, in the night, I was working at the mail, and then there was already just cleaning ladies, and I was like pushing myself from the chair, and I was pretending that I'm trying to grab the chair, and I was like acting. I was like working. Oh, this doesn't work, and then people, oh, did you use a mocap? I was just like a retard. I was just pushing myself, and I was like trying to grab the chair, and it's fun. And so now I started doing a new series. Actually, it's gonna be 3 or 5 episodes. I'm not sure yet. So I'm already working. I'm halfway through the second episode.
Nice.
And it's gonna be like space struggle, and each has a different topic. So this was like desire for this like shiny car in the space, and I'm working on curiosity. So it's gonna be always like different topic, and I don't know. Hopefully it's gonna work out.
Rad.
Entertain people. Yeah.
That's super rad.
And what's your render engine of choice then?
There's a good question. What is the choice and what I have to? But because I was really like trying to learn Octane for quite a long time, I was using Octane, and when I got the mail, I was forcing Octane, and they, you can't use it. We don't have a pipeline for it. And we can. No, we can't. And then we were working on some project, and I didn't have render power because you don't have a GPU power. And then, man, you chose the Octane. Now you have to render everything overnight on one machine. So. It was kind of tough, and because it was like heavy render, like 25 hours render, which is not possible to do overnight. Yeah. So I started learning Arnold, and I hated it in the beginning, I have to say, but now I'm actually admiring it, and I think it's cool render if you have the render farm.
Yeah,
then it's cool.
Yeah.
We have like great render farm, but if you don't have a render farm, it can be a pain.
Yeah. You know, I started in standard, moved over to V-Ray, then moved over to Octane.
That's
same. And then, but Octane, Redshift came out. I started using Redshift, and I've been wanting to learn Arnold. So I've been in it lately, and going from Redshift to Arnold, I find that I like Arnold so much more after using Redshift.
Yeah, people say so. I didn't try Redshift yet. I mean, I was about to jump to Redshift. Mm-hmm. But right now we have like really powerful. They bought new machines. It took me 1 year. I was fighting for Switch because we had a kind of all Macs, so we were fighting for like strong machines. So now we got the beast machines.
That's my struggle right now too. So I'm stuck with the CPU. Otherwise, I mean, I have Octane at home, but like that's why I also fool around with Arnold.
Yeah.
But Arnold reminds me of like my V-Ray days when I was doing ArcViz.
Yeah.
And that's
if it just didn't have nodes.
It's.
I mean, to be honest,
I like nodes.
Yeah, I mean, Arnold for me works fine. To be honest, I don't know who's gonna win this render battle. Yeah. And before I was on the Octane side, and now I'm kind of trying to prepare that I don't care. Just who's gonna be the best. I will just pick the winner.
I don't think it should be a war. Each flavor is good and bad at its own thing. Yeah.
That being said, we've already this month seen the benefits of the quote-unquote war because the Octane 4 announcement, I feel like the push in the last 12 months with Redshift's adoption has lit a fire under Otoy's ass, so to speak, and to really push forward
competition,
be more transparent and be more vocal about like roadmaps, feature developments, and so on and so forth. And they came out swinging with the release and the announcement of 4. The pricing structure changing.
Yes, absolutely.
The feature,
it's huge.
So hopefully that pendulum swings the other way around and we get a little bit of another bump on the Redshift side.
I'm kind of starting to
or
see
a discount on Arnold.
With others. I mean, others too. Like even just with the latest release of Octane 4, like it's starting to light a fire under other people's.
Yeah.
Also,
GPU.
yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah. Someday.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be exciting times.
I was really hoping we'd hear something more about Arnold GPU. I mean, I watched the.
But they were at least teasing it since the Octane 4.
They showed it a week ago at GDC or not GDC.
Yeah. I watched that
whatever
one, but
the
it's like
Kubernetes thing. Throwback to last week.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah,
that was good.
Solid.
So, what are you most looking forward to?
I mean, it's already, I mean, as everybody said here, I think it's really important. I mean, when I already started, I don't know, a couple of years ago when I was working in London, I had a lot of colleagues, and after work, I just, hey guys, let's go to See No Evil. I don't know if you know See No Evil. It's a really cool event in London when people showing their breakdown and behind the scenes and what they do, and you just drinking the beer and see cool stuff and do networking. And my friends, I don't know, I got a new game from PlayStation, and I just, my aunt is home, you know, and nobody never went with me. And I'm just like, guys, I mean, we are sitting all day long behind the computers. Let's go see the people. Let's meet those people from the studios. And I'm not necessarily saying that you should go and this is my business card, do you want to hire me? You shouldn't be like forcing too much like this networking, but just generally like speak with the people, make make friends. Yeah. And I mean, I'm now living in LA, so it's like, I don't know, 2 hours or whatever fly. It's pretty close. I mean, it's when I was in Czech Republic before, I need to fly like much further when I was flying to Spain or UK. So this is pretty close, and I think it's good to hang out and meet awesome people and just have beer, and that's
totally
what to do.
Live stream at 1 a.m. Whatever.
And how do you stay healthy when you're out here?
Well, my this year strategy was I fly here 3 days in advance. So we are drinking before, and now I'm like recovering. This is like
get it all out of your system before the show.
You're on the upswing.
I'm still on New York time. It's like 4 a.m.
Yeah, East Coast time over here too. It's rough.
All right.
Switch them out.
Change places.
Thanks, guys.
Get water. No, it's all right.
I'm really sorry. I've been reprimanded a couple times actually since coming here.
Have you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Casey told me to stop.
No, the only person I've ever reprimanded on the Brograph Slack was Liam because he keeps on putting eggplants. He keeps on putting eggplants emojis.
But at the right time though.
Save it for random.
Yeah, but he's the one who starts the whole conversation.
Right. Yeah. Well, he sets himself up. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
so,
be quiet, y'all.
All right.
Hi, I'm Grant. My name online is Grant. What else would you say?
Your website, what you do.
And
who are you rendering?
I work for Lucas Oil Products, and I also freelance VFX on the side.
Cool.
You can find me online at Grant Inoue, which is really
spell that.
Yeah, GrantInouye.com. It's a lot of vowels. What else is there? My render of it varies from day to day. Most of the time, I think I'm using recently Redshift a lot. I also use Arnold. I want to get back into Octane, and then every once in a while, Mantra.
Mantra.
Are
you? Did you say Houdini? Are you a Houdini user?
Yeah.
You're wearing the shirt. I'm assuming so. Houdini baby.
No, I don't have a Houdini baby. I try to use Houdini whenever I can. Last year I was doing a Houdini render a day for 2017.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
I got through it. That's about all I can say.
Did your family hate you?
Yeah, I was basically a very horrible father for the entire year. But yeah, it was a tough ordeal, but I got through it. I told myself that I would try to render every day and watch a tutorial a day for the entire 2017. So I made it through all 365 days.
And you actually watched a tutorial every day?
Unless they're really long, then I would break them up. But I was watching them all at like 2.22 speed.
Take that, David Ariev.
David didn't make it.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna do daily watch a tutorial every day. I got.
Well, I mean, I watched one every day, but I mean, it's tough. So there were days where I was like passing out while I was watching it, or I was passing out while I was rendering, or whatever it is. But
that must have been one of our tutorials.
There were some tough days, but yeah, I got through the entire thing, and then I told myself if I got through the entire year, I would, if I still thought I was horrible or if Houdini was just too much, then I would just call it quits and say, well, I failed at doing that, and go back to strictly using only Cinema 4D.
That's good. I like that idea.
And after a year, I still only know maybe 2% of the program, but I'm comfortable in it, so I really like using it. So I try to use it whenever
I'm really comfortable in that 2%.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
So what are you most looking forward to?
Ghost Some Dobro already happened. That was awesome.
Scoot this way. No,
Other
no,
way.
both
There
of
you
you
go.
scoot this
There
way.
you
There
go.
you go.
Okay.
So everybody can see you. No, you're good. You got to go this way. There you go.
And that was great. That was insane. I mean, just the sheer amount of people that were there, and it was like everybody there. We all knew each other, but we didn't know each other, and it was really great. And so that was a crazy event. And last year it was only what you guys said it was like 11 people.
Yeah, 13 people.
Or something
Yeah,
like that.
we all fit in one booth.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it was a corner booth, and we all fit in one booth.
Balloon out to 300 something people.
That's why I'm saying this
It was
podcast
crazy.
next year is going to be huge.
Potentially, yes. You're gonna have to get a really bigger Airbnb. Right. But that was great. Just seeing everybody's presentations and meeting people. Finally being able to see everybody's faces. I really like the pins idea for next year, though.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea. I'm seriously gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because if we send them to you, then you make them. Then we don't have to worry about that stuff. So.
Yeah. I wonder if it'd be cheap to send a pin through like mail.
Or you could just pin it on us when we get here. Like
Yeah.
corsages.
Yeah, but it's more fun to like, for example, no one knew someone in this room didn't know who Raid Zero is, but they would know if they actually had the pin on.
or if you introduced him like you did everybody else.
Don't blame me. But yeah, other than that, there's been some really cool stuff on the exhibit floor. Resolve. Fusing with Fusion.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, is that the free version as well? Does anyone know that?
I don't know.
Because you got the free version of DaVinci Resolve,
right?
And you've got a free version of Fusion, right?
It would be.
Yeah, I would assume that they'd,
Just like the full,
Yeah, it's
300?
300 for Fusion. I know that.
For both.
Oh, really? Wasn't Resolve like 1,000 or something before that? Or am I just
It was free. And then
free?
Version.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of like Fusion.
Okay.
Arcade Retro Romantic in the chat says the free mixes also. What is that?
I don't
What is
know.
that? I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Tips for staying healthy?
Are you talking about the whole drinking and staying healthy, or just staying healthy?
Just in general.
In general,
Not getting sick while you're here.
You gotta stay hydrated, and try to avoid outdoors, which kind of sounds weird, but try to avoid the sun.
Don't go outside ever.
Try to avoid the sun because that will drain you if you're out in the open sun and walking. So try to take the the monorail or Uber or whatever you can. But just remember to stay hydrated. Somebody was talking about somebody had mentioned the thing to hydrate your nose.
Yeah.
It's I think it's called AYR, air.
Okay.
And it's like saline. It's like a saline thing for your nose.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, that's great. Just making sure because you go back to your hotel room and that's where you're supposed to rejuvenate. But if it's dry, then you don't. Right? You're waking up drinking water or whatever it is, or coughing and waking up in the morning with a really really sore throat because you've been yelling at Go Some Dobro at people all night, and so. You need to keep your room hydrated. So so I think we were talking about that before NEB, but you do like hacks like turning on your tub and filling it with hot water so the steam.
Okay.
Okay.
Lay a wet towel on your radiator.
Exactly. Or just actually, if there's an area in your hotel room that you don't really walk and you don't really walk, just pour water on there. It's wrong, but it'll evaporate and it'll hydrate.
And the black mold that comes will really clear out those sinuses.
But you'll be gone by then.
Right.
That's true. True.
But yeah, that's how I try to stay healthy.
Awesome. All right. Next up.
Nice. Hey, I'm Chris Rutledge / Tokyo Megaplex on a bunch of chats. Like half and half. Some people know me as one other. Depends. And then what's the next thing.
Website,
just like
company,
Tokyo Megaplex on Vimeo or Instagram. I have a short that I'm coming out with real soon.
Yeah.
Look out for that. Thanks. And then what am I rendering? Mental Ray. Not actually. No, it's all like Redshift and Arnold these days. I think Arnold is my favorite, but it's just like not as fast as GPUs. So, but yeah, the new Arnold 5.1 update looks amazing.
Yeah,
I'm really stoked to play with that.
Yeah, I have heard rumors, not to hurt anyone's feelings. I've heard rumors that it's very crashy. That's just me.
I mean, they'll patch it if it is.
I'm sure they will. Yeah.
But yeah, those guys are good for sure. And as far as what I'm looking forward to at NAB, I really want to see. I mean, I've just been at like hanging around the Maxon booth, hanging out with people. That's really the best thing. But I really want to see the Autodesk booth to just see like how.
Are they here?
I think there is an Autodesk booth, but I think that like if it's like it was last year, I saw someone post a picture of just like a really sad like Maya for motion graphics thing. So I want to like see how sad it actually is.
Yeah. That's weird because normally they're like last year. I think they were right across the way from Adobe, but I haven't seen them yet.
I mean, I heard they were there, but I just think it's funny that they still are trying to push like Maya for motion graphics.
Well,
like,
what's funny is normally the booth at NAB for Autodesk is like twice as big as the booth for Autodesk at SIGGRAPH. Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised I haven't seen them.
So,
yeah.
Like, yeah. It's all new to me, but I still need to like wander around and see everything. I've really just seen the Maxon booth so far. Saw some real cool talks today though, for sure.
Yeah. What was your favorite?
Probably the talk by Zach.
Yeah.
Zach really Darren on Instagram is his name. Yeah, I was looking forward to that, and that was super cool for sure. I need to like go back and rewatch it anyway, just to like figure out exactly how he was doing that stuff. But
yeah, I mean, he was adding so many shader effectors
like,
and
cloners and cloners.
Yeah.
It's like that's super cool. But yeah, and then tips for staying healthy at NAB. Zinc supplements.
Yeah, that's right.
My go-to move.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten sick like in like a year. I feel like, knock on wood. But yeah, just from like taking zinc supplements every time I start to get sick, then it like helps, with all that stuff. So yeah.
Let's talk your short. Your short. Your thesis, right?
So it's my thesis for school. I'm like finishing this short film for school that I've been working on for the past year and a half, and this past semester it's pretty much just been like this, and then I've been taking a class for Nuke, and like that's it. So it's like no credits, just like working on this. And like normally like I would like freelance a bunch during the school year. This semester I've just done like a tiny bit of freelance because I really wanted to focus on this short. But it's almost done. It's called The Loaf Zone. It's really silly.
Hilarious.
I've shown it to most of you guys, but yeah, I'm excited to get that out there, and I'm trying to just like send it to festivals and stuff.
What was the inspiration for it? Because it's like the jokes are solid. Thanks. I will say that there's great setup and great punchline.
Yeah,
the shark. Yeah, the shark was excellent.
It's funny because like I feel like I mean in a way like the hardest part of it was like making the whole short and like doing like like animation and character rigging and like all this stuff like rendering like book dev like shaders all that. But like those can all be broken down into like smaller parts, whereas like actually writing it and coming up with it was like definitely like the biggest struggle for me.
Yeah, how long did it take you?
That took like a third of the time. Like I took it. We got 3 semesters to do it, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But the first semester was all like I wrote a whole short, like scrapped basically all of that, like kept a couple things in the background, but like rewrote everything. Like came up with an entire animatic. It was basically like a whole Flash animation, and this whole thing was basically totally inspired by like Newgrounds era Flash animation stuff that I used to be really into. Like back in like middle school, I was like making Flash animations with all these people on the internet, and so that's basically what got me into wanting to do this stuff to begin with. But yeah, so that was like the hardest part, but I'm just super glad that it's like almost done.
Yeah,
I can get it out there, like, and then now I can also like work on other stuff, which is super exciting.
Cool.
And your SoundCloud account.
Yeah.
Oh
and
yeah,
I
dude.
do-
You
yep.
are our new demo reel music.
Hell
Anyone
yeah.
else in the room? His new demo reel music? No. Okay. Just us.
Yeah, just you guys and Liam. But yeah, if anyone wants demo reel music, hit me up. So I have a bunch of friends that I've been like doing music stuff with forever for that stuff. But yeah, you can check out soundcloud.com/Tokyo Megaplex as well as like some silly stuff on there. I spent like most of high school just like kind of just making beats and like not going to class. But yeah, so like since for the past like year or two, I've been like really just focusing on animation and 3D stuff. But yeah, I have a lot of fun doing that once in a while, and I hope to get to do some more of that now that I'm also finishing this project. But
Rad.
That's the sort of everything. Yeah.
Well, hopefully the Loaf Zone gets picked up.
Hopefully, yeah, we'll see.
Have you thought about doing like a full length one?
I would love to do longer stuff, and I want to collab with more people and like work on more stuff like that. And you know, I want to work with all of you guys on stuff like this. And like,
I got some scripts I'll send you.
Yeah, no, we'll talk about that for sure. Yeah, me and I've been talking about this a bit, but John Hutton and I'm a Hutton in the group or in the Slack.
Yeah.
Have been like talking about doing like a character series and doing like he's really good with rigging in cinema, and I know how to rig pretty well in Maya, and I want to transfer those skills to cinema, and I want to try to move like fully into cinema. School's been teaching us Maya, so I'm like trying to just like figure out how to do all that stuff, and he's been helping with that, and we want to try to make some like character stuff sort of all around tutorials or something like that, some kind of series like
I know
that.
a good website that would host those tutorials
Oh,
if you're looking.
But yeah.
Talking about iDesign?
Yeah. That's where all the quality ones are.
Yeah. No, I need to talk to EJ too, because he's also like one of the only people doing character stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
All right.
It's been awesome just like meeting everyone and all that good stuff.
Cool. All right. Well, Nick Wologorsky, Rockaforce.com.
Rockaforce.
That's it. Yes.
How'd you come up with the name Rockaforce?
Just like high school weird nickname based off like a Mass Effect tricky song. He like whispers it in the background or something like that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Mass Effect tricky? You mean SSX tricky?
No, not SX tricky. Mass Effect and a tricky song.
Oh,
like
okay,
a mashup of that. Yeah.
I did like SSX.
Yeah, that's good too.
Isn't that where your name came up with?
That's where my name
Yeah, exactly.
I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, that'd be weird.
Yeah, you Google Tokyo Megaplex. It comes up with your name before it actually comes up with the game.
Wow, nice. You beat them out.
Okay.
Finally.
Cool. Freelancer, basically.
And who are you rendering?
Octane.
All right.
Yeah. And what's cool about NAB is just I've been freelancing for like 15 years, in a room by myself in my house. So
So that's the reason why you're always available to play VR.
Always.
Yeah.
Just hit me up. Hit me up. So it's just, only the past like 2 or 3 years I've actually been, showing up to things and reaching out, so it's like, just seeing that, the joy that I feel doing what we do, that, everybody else has it too. Just, hitting the right buttons at the right time is awesome, an awesome feeling. And to see that other people have that too. And just, just listening all the time and learning things is
You've been freelancing for 15 years?
Almost.
That blows my mind.
Yeah.
Have you finally gotten over the fear factor, or is it still with you?
Oh man,
because I'm 2 years in. I'll tell you, I'm scared poopless every day.
Oh man, yeah.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, it's the main client. You just I haven't heard from him in 2 weeks, and just like, oh man, did a boss somewhere say something? Am I gonna get a call again? It definitely still freaks me out. It's not cool, but and then it starts rolling in.
It's funny the
Yeah.
VR thing because we actually met and hung out in VR before we met in real life. We would
Yeah.
go to the virtual bar and play virtual pool and virtual beers.
Threw some frisbees
They
around.
didn't taste very good.
Yeah.
but yeah, frisbee and with David and checkers in the sports bar and
charades. Yeah,
I think we did some of the Western shoot 'em up stuff. And,
oh yeah.
Drew
and
some
then we met in real
wieners
life.
places.
What's that?
Drew some wieners on things.
Oh yeah, we did the little
as you do.
like you do. I think when anybody goes in the rec room and gets on the whiteboard, that's probably the first thing they do.
Yeah, or boobs
because we're 5.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's talk about what you're most looking forward to seeing this week.
Oh yeah, it's just like I was saying, like everybody, and just the joy that comes from what we're doing, and just seeing all the tutorials, and just walking around and seeing how many other things go into this crazy business, and just like happy that I'm not selling cables, and
Yeah. I mean, everybody needs cables.
Oh yeah, no, nothing against
Or
nothing
getting
against
paid to
cables.
wrap cables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the art of wrapping cables.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something very
we
important.
got cables
Over
right
under.
here, right?
Mhm.
Over under.
Oh, that twist.
And if you don't know how to over under, for the love of God, please learn how to over under.
Yeah.
Everybody listening, learn
Please.
how to over
Yes.
under.
Mm-hmm.
And tips for staying healthy.
Yeah, if you can swing it like a 20-minute power nap somewhere in there. I'm officially been up for 24 hours now.
Really?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, flew in this morning, so I didn't really get my power nap today, but
You
yeah.
didn't sleep on the plane for 20 minutes? That's like a 5-hour flight.
Yeah, maybe a little here and there. Yeah, I guess you got, but that didn't give me any power for sure. But yeah, not more than 20 minutes, because then
Yeah.
yeah,
Then you just need a full
then you
day.
then
Night
you need
sleep.
a whole nap and messes you up.
All right.
All right.
Switch
Change
it up.
places. What do we got left? How many haven't gone?
Come on, Ri-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Come on, Damon.
Well,
Sorry,
Joe.
Bogus.
Joe hasn't gone. Yeah, Joe's gonna sit down. Yeah. All right. Joe, you're gonna go. All these Brograph shirts. This is awesome.
Yeah.
All right. It's Bogus Rick.
I gotta go first?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dang. All right, well, I am in awe of the talent and kindness and love of everybody in this room.
Aww. So, what do you do?
I've done so many different things in motion graphics over the years. After Thanasis left, I'm probably one of the oldest people that is doing this stuff now. And over the last few years at NAB, for me, it's been really kind of great seeing, especially like yesterday, like all the people that I've talked to last night I talked to like probably 20, 30 people. I'm like, oh my God, this is my first NAB and I'm so excited to be here and it's so cool. And I think it's really amazing and awesome that many motion graphics people are becoming involved in the community and coming to NAB. And it's transforming the whole industry. It just really kind of is.
So we're all distracted right now because Billy is
putting eggplants in the chat.
Oh.
Billy, put your eggplants away.
Classic.
Sentimental moment happening with your eggplants.
That's funny.
Who are you rendering?
I'm gonna say Unity, which
Okay.
is
Oh,
which
yeah,
is
yeah.
a little bit left field, but I've been experimenting in Unity lately and trying to get Octane working in Unity,
Okay.
and it still doesn't. But
Okay.
the things that I've been trying to work on and do that have really excited me have been in Unity and Octane as well.
All right. So, most looking forward to seeing
I'm kind of like one of those yin and yang sort of people that work in this field, and my technical desires and experience are almost outweighed by my creative stuff. And going to see all of the cameras and the production trucks and the satellite trucks in the area between the South Hall and the North Hall is really cool. And everyone needs to see all of the other things that are part of our industry that
I'm trying.
you don't necessarily see. So go check them out.
Yeah, I really like, anytime I come here, I always have to make at least, a 1 hour trip into the cameras. I worked with cameras for so long, shooting and stuff, and like, it's nice just being able to see all that stuff. I remember a few years ago, do you remember when the 3D cameras were all the rage? Like actually shooting in 3D? Gosh, I'm so glad that died.
I knew that was not going to last, so I purposely didn't
It lasted
get into it.
so much longer than it needed to.
I had the Evo 3D.
The Evo 3D?
The HTC Evo, but there was a 3D. Yeah, I still have that phone, yeah.
Nice.
So
I think the next thing is going to be light field photography, though. Like 360 video is great, but like you're looking inside of a sphere. And now with like the light field technology stuff, like to actually be able to like the last version of Cinema, and you could build the light maps of scenes and be able to track stuff. And now like to do light field photography and just kind of move things around in real time and render things is kind of badass.
Yeah.
So
totally.
like we're and you guys are all pushing things and doing some amazing, brilliant art, and I can't wait to see more.
And what are you doing to stay healthy while you're here?
Drink lots of water, and that's about it.
Why Unity?
Because I can't sleep.
Why Unity and not Unreal?
Yeah, that's a question in the chat.
I don't know yet, really. For all of us, what I've done in Unity so far, it seems more like it's kind of like the argument that you get sometimes, like why Cinema and not Maya?
Right.
To me, it's kind of the same argument.
That makes sense.
And Unity for the things that we do and are interested
So you're
in.
saying Unreal is just a giant cluster F?
No, I haven't done that much in it yet, but
because you're comparing it to Maya.
It's the same thing with Cinema and Maya. It's just like, this is what more is natural to all of us in the motion graphic industry. So
I have been talking to some people about that this week, and I think there's a good use. It's kind of like the render engine thing. There's a good use for certain things from both of them, and what I hear the most though is that Unity feels more like Cinema 4D.
Exactly, it seems to be more useful, and for me, it's just like Cinema versus Maya. It's just kind of, it feels more natural and easier to work in.
So, I guess that's it.
Yep, I'll go to sleep now.
I'm
in one of the 500 beds here.
Yeah, I'm like fading really fast right now.
Yeah.
The Red Bull, it does nothing.
My eyes are burning. The goggles do nothing.
All right.
My name is
Dude, no, let me introduce you. I'm sorry.
Your brother?
Yeah, my brother. My brother from an adopted mother.
Yeah.
What's in the basket? My brother. That was a way early pull from like crazy. What movie was that?
I don't remember. So I got this friend request, right? And I've seen you around Facebook. Even my wife said, "Who is this guy?" Because we have the same last name, and I have never met another Milstead that I was not related to. All right, and so I get a friend request from you, and it says you also are friends with David Ariev and Cornelius Damrick, and I immediately go no.
That's how Matt is with everybody, though, to be fair.
David will accept every friend request that there is. Like, literally every friend request. And then the same with Cornelius. Cornelius, I'm calling you out on that. Because you guys accept everyone. And if they're friends with those two, I know it's probably like someone...
For me, it's the fact that I get one or two every single day, and it's always because they're friends with Tom Glimpse and David Ariev.
Yeah. Every
day.
So, now that we're friends, I accepted your friend request.
This
is Damon Milstead.
So I'm Damon Milstead, probably known online as CCID GFX. That's my website, ccidgfx.com. I actually just finally released an actual reel that Octane Jesus was nice enough to actually edit for me because I suck at editing. So check that out. Let's see, what was the thing? Oh, what am I looking forward to? Honestly, this. I've been on an island most of my, I guess, art career. Like, I don't have any friends that do motion design. Everybody I know is online. I've gotten close with Dave. Like, we talk all the time online and whatnot. And in the different Slack chats and Discords and whatnot. But it's really awesome to meet everybody. Like, I'm really looking forward to Raid Zero's presentation and Phil's presentation.
In pajamas.
You've been waiting to bring that one.
This is horrible. Like, the meetup was the most phenomenal thing because I figured, I was gonna be following David Ariev around the whole time because he's the only person I kind of know. So last night at the meetup, he introduces me to everybody. Go, this is so and so. This is what you know him as. I'm like, all right, cool. And today we're on the tram, and he says something about he's talking to Phil, and he says Raid Zero. I'm like, oh, so when's Raid? Because I was excited because I like Raid Zero's work. But I'm also friends with Phil on Facebook as well. So I'm like, so when's Raid Zero presenting? And he's just like, he's standing right next to me. And he goes, oh, like 3 o'clock tomorrow. And I'm like, son of a... Thanks, David. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's like, great. Like
I'm schizophrenic and so am I.
Yeah, no, because I mean, I was of course looking forward to meeting everybody, like Andrew Kramer, Nick Campbell, all the guys, the Brograph guys. Like, it's definitely a different experience. Snart.
Wait, no sharks.
So, I was definitely looking forward to this. It's just really getting to know the community personally, getting to put faces to names. And hopefully some people were like, hey, cool, I like your stuff. Or they'll be like, yeah, you're that guy.
You talked about David Ariev, and I think a lot of us actually have to say that we owe a lot of success, even though he does accept everyone's friend request, on Facebook. A lot of us do owe him a lot of gratitude. Like, I don't think we would be here today if it were not for David introducing us to Paul and all the other guys at Maxon and Matthias, who then brought us on board for all of this. So thank you, David, for that.
Round of applause.
Yeah.
And just YouTube guys, too.
Yeah.
You guys have
You're a fisher of
rocked
men.
this over the last couple of years.
I'm telling you, man, this thing's going to be huge next year.
I'm primarily C40 Octane user. I've been for a few years now. I'm trying to jump into other stuff. Like I want to learn Houdini, but it's hard.
Don't we all?
No, I definitely, Octane is great. I see Octane for kind of what it is for me. I mean, a lot of us, again, before I got into some of the Discords and Slacks, like I didn't know anybody else that did this stuff. So I came across people, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. I look what he's doing. I'm known for doing dark sci-fi, really detailed techie type stuff. And he was doing a lot of that at that point in his daily routine. And I was like, what is this render engine he's using? Because I hadn't even used Physical. I don't think Physical was out yet by the time I started using Octane. So I'm like, okay, how can I elevate my work? And Octane seemed to be the way to do it. And I mean, I see like the benefits, I guess, with Redshift and Arnold going to GPU and whatnot, but honestly, Octane does what I needed to do.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of just a loyal dog in that regard.
Yeah.
As of staying healthy, I have no damn idea. I wish you guys would have done this podcast like a week ago.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm from Florida, And I'm from a humid area, and like my throat is like destroyed right now.
Yeah.
I've been drinking tons of water.
Yep.
The same way.
Vegas, always drink water.
Yeah.
Always
Yep.
drink water.
So yeah, no, but I'm just glad for this, and thank you guys for allowing me to come out here and I guess push my stuff.
Yeah, man.
Totally.
Oh wait,
Mr. Chicken.
What's that?
No, Mr.
What?
Ri-Fi.
What?
Sorry, I
Ri-Fi.
saw your name on the thing and I got all confused. Ri-Fi.
Sure, you can call me Chicken. Sure. Yeah, I'm Ryan Fife. I go by Ri-Fi on the Slack and just kind of everywhere. I run Illusion Fields. It's a very small motion design studio in Dallas, and I feel kind of late to the game. I kind of just recently ran across Brograph and Octane and everything. So yes, I'm rendering Octane, but that's a relatively new thing.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of getting my legs in it, but just finished up my first all Octane 3D project. So that was
all
really
right.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, your stuff was looking good. The stuff that you were posting.
Thank you.
On the Slack.
Yeah.
You're our cameraman. This
Yeah.
for all the all
Thank
of
you,
the,
by the way.
Yes,
Of course.
It's
we need
nice.
help. We have a lot going on. In this
We do
this-
have
you
a lot
do.
going on, and it's actually very nice to be, just kind of have a posse who can follow us and just help us out, because there's a lot. We do a lot while we're here.
Mhm.
As
we
you
don't
can see.
sleep much.
You guys have been here
Tell
for
them.
like 4 days already, or 3
Been
or
here
something
since
like
Thursday.
Thursday, so Thursday,
Jeez.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, tomorrow will be 6 days.
Jeez.
6 days.
Yeah,
Yeah, which in Vegas time is 8 years.
8 years.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I gotta ask though, with you being a relatively new user of Octane, how many times working in your first full project did you want to drop kick your machine?
Oh, it damn near happened like many times. Yeah.
I think that's every Octane project.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like a weird learning curve, but it wasn't that bad once I was able to get through some like David Aryev's and Phil Roberts videos and all that. They were very helpful, so can't
check out some Raid
give them
Zero
enough
videos.
props. Oh, I know. Like I've been hearing about this Raid Zero guy. Jeez.
I heard he's
right?
Yeah.
where are we at on our questions? I don't even know at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. What are you looking forward to most?
Well, the Ghost Home Dobro, everything else.
Yeah.
That happened the other day. That was awesome. Was it the other day? Was it yesterday?
It was yesterday.
Yeah.
Which in Vegas time was
I've been
2
here
weeks
like
ago.
2 days, so that's like 2 years. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, but I'm actually looking for the Mo-Kart. Looking forward to the Mo-Kart thing. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a ticket for that. I don't think I'll go.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're going to see Chris Angel. Yeah.
Illusion.
All right. Mind freak.
As far as staying healthy, I have no clue. I'll tell you next week.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, who hasn't gone?
Tap out.
Yep.
Who hasn't gone? No?
Joe. Joe.
No.
Joe. You gonna go, Joe?
That gentleman in the gray shirt.
No.
All
right.
Joe. Come on.
All right, come on, Joe.
Just come say hi.
You're the last
Okay, so
one.
you're in a slightly different industry. So we'll have a little bit of a talk. Joe's been on the show before.
I have. You may have seen my terrible tutorial.
You're
not terrible.
No, you're a Nuke guy. We worked. The three of us have worked together. At,
that is.
We have been through the trenches, digging through the blood and mud together in real nasty projects throughout the years.
Yeah. So the three of us worked together at a place in Dallas, and then Matt got laid off.
Let's tell some stories about how much that place sucked.
Oh,
do we have any good stories?
Now. Probably not appropriate.
And then we worked together at another place after that, which you're currently at right now.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And what's one good story we could say about when we all worked together?
Okay,
Something
so
ridiculous.
We were working for this company that shot commercials. Oh my God, Billy. The
eggplants.
We were working for this company that shot commercials, right? And we got this. They apparently got this big commercial where we're trying to go from one scene to the next, and so we're auditioning all these female actresses and stuff, and the boss he is Trump, all right.
Yeah, he is literally Trump
to a T.
He's the worst person I've ever met.
Yes, he really is the worst person you've ever met. And he, much like Trump, has this obsession with his daughter. All right.
Yeah, that's
just
true.
Has this
and Joe
weird,
has a story about
unhealthy obsession with his daughter, and so like we go through all these like actresses and stuff, and he goes, "No, let's just get Lacey to do it. She'll do it. It'll be great. You know, she'll look great." So she comes in, you know, and I'm thinking that, God, I really hope he doesn't ever listen to this.
Not that it matters.
But, I mean, she comes in and to coin a phrase that we use in Texas, rode hard and hung up wet. She looked awful. Like she looked
around the bush
rough, you know. And it's it is that is a. I might be saying it wrong, which actually might have made it anyway. So like she just looked so rough, and they like try and doll her up and put her in this like natural hair wig, all these wigs, and like, oh gosh, like that is the most unhealthy relationship ever. Like,
So we want to talk about what band she was in?
Yeah. You can talk about the band.
Do you want to call out the band, or
yeah,
she was in a large band that most people may know of.
Yes.
Or more than
Are we going to say the name of it? I'm
to?
fine with it.
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
Lords of Acid.
She was the lead singer for Lords of Acid for a while.
Yes.
And she came to town and she was playing at the Hard Rock, and of course since I was doing a lot of filming at the time for the company, I was out on the road a lot, and it's like, hey Joe, grab a camera, come on, we're going down here to film this thing. All right, and
needs to be a little bit whinier than that.
There were actually two of us. I had a camera in the back, and I was up on the front of the stage shooting down, shooting the front cam, and the whole time he's off the stage. He's like, oh no, you're doing it. Finally, he just comes in. Go, give me the camera. I'll show you how to do it. He gets up on the stage, and she's wearing, just nothing. There's this little tiny mini skirt thing, and he's down on the ground filming her up like this, and get down up underneath this skirt, and we're just all sitting on the side of the stage going, that's his daughter.
Right.
That's his daughter, and he's definitely filming in very inappropriate ways and areas there.
Awkwardness.
It was, oh my god, it was the most awkward thing I've ever seen in my life.
Wasn't there something like wasn't he like spanking her on stage or something like that?
Oh, he was.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, literally, like the show's going on, he's just out there on the stage with the camera, just like starting to choreograph this whole thing for this.
It was and great. This was our boss. We had a phrase. It was "F your Friday," right? Yeah. Because it would be when he would finally get in town from selling all of his commercials with his jingles, you know, and he
jingles.
Oh gosh, they're so bad.
Sorry,
they're so bad. So like he would come in and we'd finally have like the week's worth of graphics done, and he would just he would go out to lunch first, get hammered, you know, just get totally hammered, and then throw a wrench in all of our, in our graphics.
Come back at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock and be like, you need to change this. No, why would you do that transition there? That's stupid.
So there was one day that I was actually...
It was like Cartman, I don't know why.
Yes. Yes, change it commercial, you guys. So...
Dave doesn't know.
So... All right, so there's one day that he was, inebriated. And he comes in my office, and Joe and I were sitting in there. And
oh yeah.
And Joe was showing me this like cool thing online,
Now, Dave, how long had you been working in cinema at this point?
I had been working in cinema at that company for at least 2 years at that point. Okay. Now, this isn't like a big company. I worked with my boss every day. He looked at graphics, whatever. He's looking at some of these. He's like, what are you guys looking at?
Yeah, and he was a micromanager when he was there.
And I'm like, Joe's showing me this really new cool, thing in After Effects 3D, like this kind of stuff. And he looks at me and goes, so do you do animation in 3D too? And Joe and I just looked at each other because we thought it was a joke at first. I was like, what? I've been working here for 2 years.
There's
You
like
looked at
12
my
people at
graphics
this company.
yesterday.
Yeah, we're not the mill. We don't have 250 people. We have like 10.
We had
Yeah.
four graphics guys, maybe 5 graphics guys at the time at the most. And then the same day, this is awful. Lance, who now he works for Already Been Chewed now. He's been on the show before. He was in another office across the way, and after this incident happened, the same day I went over and I was talking to Lance about something, and it was almost quitting time, so I was like, "Oh, we've got to get this thing done. I got to get out of here." So, trying to hurry, but he wanders into Lance's office,
Inebriated,
of course. And what are you guys doing tonight?
What are you guys doing?
What are you guys doing tonight? Anything fun? I'm like, nothing really. Lance is like, no, nothing. I'm like, probably gonna go home and, just hang out, watch TV, date night with the wife or something like that. And he's like, yeah. He's like, you gonna.
Oh boy. Be careful.
You know the answer to this. But, hey, I'm just telling the story. So,
all right.
He's like, you gonna FaceTime me when you're doing her from behind? I'm like,
yeah. He's like,
if there was an HR department for this company, their heads would explode because we had that kind of talk every day. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. Like, this has to be a reality TV show. Yeah. Because who says something like that? How do you respond to that? That's like awful. Why would you say that to somebody?
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Did you do it?
He was.
Yeah. Of course.
He was on his third wife. And we hated her. She was like,
oh my god,
oh my god, like that was our impression of her. She had like this super raspy deep voice.
Did you see how poor she was?
Yeah. And they met on a cruise ship because she was one of the actresses, right? And his first wife, she killed herself. Because she was married to him. The second wife.
Oh my God! I mean, that's hard. It's hard. That is true. It really happened.
Hey, Matt got laid off. He can be bitter.
Yeah, dude. That dude laid me off because he wanted to buy a Maserati. So I don't care. That is not a joke. That's not a joke. He had to lay off 2 employees so he could buy a car.
But he didn't buy the Maserati. You realized you weren't worth that much.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. So anyway, first wife killed herself. Second wife, and he was always trying to bring his wives into the business, and the second wife wanted nothing to do with it, right? So they got divorced. Third wife, she's an actress, whatever, so they get married. He tries bringing her in as the producer and then wants her to direct stuff, and like she just really just wanted to go spend his money. And she didn't know anything about our industry. But she was the one making decisions. Like, literally. And so anytime something would go wrong, she'd go, oh my gosh.
That was our thing around the office.
And then we'd get called into the office afterwards and go, why'd you let that happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Karen's directing
oh my gosh. Oh, man. All right. So, anyway, I can't believe... Here's the deal. We've got 20 people still watching, and it's 4:30 on the East Coast.
Wow.
People go
in the
to bed.
morning.
How long have we been...
I don't know, but it's almost time to go. Before we do, here's something we have to do.
People, where'd you get that people? People, what's up with that guy?
We're going to do one Beeple's People.
Yeah.
Now,
you're going to have to edit this.
What?
You're going to have to edit in the music.
It's already in there. I just put it in the right place. So, David,
do you want to sing it?
And I need one more person who they can do some people really well.
Oh, Sage, dude, Sage. Get over here, dude.
Wait, are we singing it or what?
Once y'all get here, I was actually going to have everybody sing the song.
Do you guys know the song by heart? Yes. All right,
here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Peoples, people, where'd you get those greebles? Peoples, people, What's up with that guy?
Yeah! That's so great. Considering just 1 year ago you made that song up.
I didn't make that song up. Dave made the song.
No?
Did I
You
make
made the song.
Yeah, we all kind of.
No,
I recorded
EJ.
it.
Yeah, it was EJ.
It was a spur of the moment thing that happened where I don't
we were
even.
trying to sing together and sync it together and stuff,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it failed spectacularly.
I think we debated over the lyrics for a while, and then Dave sang it, and made it well produced.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's got the old time.
Yeah. All right, what people's people are we doing?
So
pull out your people viewer of choice.
People viewer of choice.
Yeah. Your people viewer of choice, you need to
stick with
go
Instagram.
to your interwebs. You need to pull up April 5th, Year of Our Lord 2018. This one is called After VR Destroyed Us. And the first thing I got to say is, show me what you got.
Oh, really? What day is this again?
April
Sorry.
5th.
April 5th.
April 5th. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
My people viewer is not loading.
Show me what you got. You can cheat
I'll
off
just
of me.
cheat off of you.
Just don't unplug any of this, or
Okay,
we'll be in
deal.
trouble. All right. So this is a giant metal head with like VR goggles with pipes and stuff on it. But there's like a couple walking.
Yeah, that's the weird part. It's
so-
like this is not
Some
a
of his
weird
renders
thing.
have gotten romantic lately. There's like some kind of cute thing going on.
Yeah.
But then don't you feel like the ones where they're like divided and there's like, or there's just like
Yes.
the couple walking off into the sunset kind of thing. But yeah, so is this combining
I think this-
those worlds
like,
where
this
he's
is
got
just
the
an-
big head, the
Yeah.
show me what you got, the VR. He's just brought it all together in this one.
This almost looks like a monument to it or
Yeah.
something.
Mhm.
It's after VR destroyed us. So,
Right.
So that's to add to the narrative.
So it's like Planet of the Apes style.
Right.
Right.
This could be on the new planet or whatever
Yes.
after the VR police people have taken like from. You remember they
Yes,
had all
okay.
So this is
So
like
the-
this is what we used to be. Monument.
Mhm.
This is where it's come from.
We're better now.
We're better
Yeah.
than this now.
Right.
Yeah. I like that. Well, okay, no, let me throw a wrench in that. Well, the last one, there was like some police officers with the VR
Yeah.
helmets, right?
Mhm.
And so that is like the warriors almost of this whole world, right? Maybe this is a monument to the police officers who brought down all the little people's people. First off, what render engine? What do you guys think?
Octane.
Octane?
I think so.
It's really hard to tell sometimes because of the dust and scratches that he adds
Yeah.
on top of it.
I think he's mostly doing Octane. I
You
asked
think
him.
so?
Well, I asked him recently, so
Yeah.
yeah, he's just mostly doing Octane lately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to know where he got that couple. The Schmoopies.
Schmoopies.
Also, we've been looking
He
out
must
for
be inspired by the
his model,
Schmoopy
and we haven't seen it
relationship.
yet, or maybe we
Yeah.
just haven't noticed.
Yeah.
because he said he was gonna throw it in there.
What did he
Remember?
say?
He had a 3D scan of himself,
himself.
done.
I
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
we have
yeah.
to find it.
Must have turned out real bad.
You think so?
I think it's been in some. There was one where
Yeah.
there's a guy in front of like a crap ton of screens, and that looked like him.
Yeah.
Like the back of him.
Yeah.
We have to ask him and figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The destroyed us part, did you think VR actually destroyed society, or it's just one of those things where we're like, Facebook has ruined us all?
What if the world is actually still destroyed, but this is from someone's POV in VR still?
They think the world
They
is
think the
destroyed.
world is better and that we've gotten past it, but actually we're still in VR.
Now,
Oh,
okay, is that person, is that a monument or is that a big people's
Yeah, is
people?
that an
Right.
actual person?
Right, is that an
All right.
actual...
And we're in
you
little
got.
people's people world.
What?
Show me what
you
right.
got.
Right.
I want to see what you got.
I like what you
I
got.
like what you got.
Like that could actually just be like a cliff, and he's actually just over the edge of it.
Right.
Right. It's hard to tell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah, he's just holding up his little saucer full of people's people and checking it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Totally.
I would say that since it's super, super heavy metal pipes, that this wouldn't be something that moves. That's the only thing,
Yeah,
But,
maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. Anything else?
Anybody have any?
Any thoughts? Or are we?
If
we
it is a
good?
big people's people, he really needs to take a shower.
He does. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a protective layer that protects him from the harsh desert sun.
Yeah.
Is it though? Well, at least wipe his nose.
If
then.
we only had this stuff, if we only had this stuff for us out in the desert, we could survive NAB.
That's true.
Yeah,
true.
Let's start
He's
spraying
got the
the
real tips.
metal
He's got
coating.
the real tips.
Yeah.
The real survival tips.
Right.
Okay.
What do you got?
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
This
Thank you
was a
guys
great show.
so much.
Oh, I
for
just wanted to
everyone.
add. Just wanted to add. I think from everybody here, thanks to these two guys.
Yeah.
Whatever.
The podcast has come a very long way from the early days. And we all appreciate it because we all listen to it. We're all part of this Brograph community that's grown from it. So thank you guys for all the work that you do, all the effort that you put in. We recognize it. We appreciate it. So thank you.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks, bro. All right, so we're going to get out of here. Make sure that you stay tuned for our coverage all week. And then the podcast next week is going to be, like we usually do, the audio of all the interviews as well. So you can watch them online.
So we can take a break.
We can take a break and try and take a little time off and rest and all that and unsick ourselves.
Yep.
And so we're going to get out of here. You can rate us on iTunes, leave a review. You can also subscribe to us on your podcatcher of choice. Subscribe to the newsletter. So you've been there, done that, got the t-shirt with the No Brograph tee. There's so many now. The
Yeah.
Gate and DeSimone limited edition t-shirt.
Super limited.
There's the Paul Babfield the Bab 2020 t-shirt. All the profits from that go to Doctors Without Borders. There's the Render Things t-shirt. There's some other ones floating around like the Max on Rick.
Max on Rick.
Which we gave to Max on Rick and he wore it to the party. Yeah. And then we also have floating around the Octane Jesus shirt. There's also you just have to, that's an Easter egg. You have to find it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna cause him trouble. And then there's another one. There is a
Wars.
there's a Render Wars one floating around.
Yeah. Basically, if you want any of these last three, you have to email us.
And there's also a really, really bad Beeple's People t-shirt.
Oh gosh,
I need that. That's the only one I don't have.
terrible.
With a big picture of Beeple's head making a face and Comic Sans it says Beeple's People. Like purposely bad.
I want that shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course YouTube and Brograph.com. Until next week, I'm Dave.
And I'm Matt.
Have a good one.
Later, bros.
It's pretty good, I guess. Brograph.com, an online resource for learning Cinema 4D, After Effects, and other motion graphics tools specifically catered to help you prevail as a motion graphic designer.
What's up, bros? Welcome to another Brograph motion graphics tutorial.
With tutorials, plugins, and now a podcast with tens of thousands of listeners worldwide.
Yeah, it's a great community to be part of.
We give you professional time-saving tips, industry news, interviews, shortcuts, and lessons that help keep you current in the world of motion design.
Go into HDR Studio, take the render settings, pick the HDR, put in a reflection, and gorgeous.
I love projects that scare me. When our art director comes to us and asks for something that I had never done before, man, it gets me pumped.
Our weekly long-form podcast will give you the latest news, help you in your file management, hardware configuration, and client relations. Learn about the latest render engines, modeling techniques, and workflow integration while staying entertained.
Real nice banana.
Ah, that's so funny. All right. I'm going to live forever.
Our Brograph Talks are a chance to see the way industry leaders from around the globe are changing the face of motion design.
Sometimes you got to make stuff that you're not going to put on your reel, and I'm not here to judge.
The podcast and talks include people like Beeple, Barton Damer, Nick Campbell, Andrew Kramer, David Ariev, Chad Ashley, Paul Babb, EJ Hassenfrost, Mitch Myers, Chris Schmidt, Jules Urbach, Cornelius Dammert, David Brodeur, Andy Needham, Caitlin Kaju, Zubair Parker, Noseman, Ryan Bean, Casey Hupke, Nick Lyons, Sage, Joey Korenman, Jeremy Cox, Rick Barrett, John Dickinson, Matthias Omatola, Patrick Goski, Brandon Clements, Steve Teeple, Tom Glimpse, Patrick Longstream, Julia Simone, Devin Coe, Al Heck, and even Deadmau5.
You get that render done. Yeah, you better frame what?
Our Brograph breakdowns go behind the projects and give you an insight on what it's like to manage and maintain your own personal business or work for a large company. Join us for live sessions, check out our useful plugins, watch time-lapse projects, interact with us, and send us email questions and topic ideas. Or just hit the Rando Render button and do an imaginative daily that'll keep you on your toes.
Take all your dreams and let's do it!
Subscribe today and get automatic updates on the latest tutorials, tricks, tips, and inspiration brought to you by industry professionals Dave Koss and Matt Milstead.
We don't care how you get here, folks. Just get here.
Subscribe now to Brograph Tutorials.
It's pretty good, I guess.